Hello, I am Robot Rulo. Oh, sorry, we are not hiring. I never get sick. I do not require maternity leave. I never get sick. I am never rude or rushed. I am the perfect solution for all of your people problems.
Robots or real people?
It looks like you are going to be leaving the hospital soon. The computer will see you now. I am programmed for your protection. Do you have any questions about this condition? Questions, 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 questions.
Well, you've heard me talk about how hospitals now receive financial incentives and disincentives based on the results gleaned from actual patient satisfaction surveys as well as on hospital readmissions within 30 days. So now that patient satisfaction and the patient experience are tied to hospital reimbursement, hospital leaders are looking for solutions to improve these scores without adding more work to already overworked staff. That makes sense, right? Well, enter Louise, kind of like the virtual assistant, only she is an avatar head, like a cartoon talking head on a computer screen, a robot, if you will, that is designed to improve the discharge process. Now, you've also heard me talk quite a bit about how dangerous discharge is when you leave the hospital to head home or to another facility. Many times, the process is sketchy at best, and patients leave without knowing their diagnosis, what medications to take, who they should see as a follow-up and when, what side effects to look out for, or even if they have a pending test result. Everyone, including the patient, is in such a hurry to exit the scene that it's quite common to land back in the hospital as a readmission. Bad for the patient and bad for the hospital, as they get docked financially when that happens. So what's the solution? A robot.
I am programmed for your protection. Do you have any questions about this condition?
Well, there's a fairly new program sponsored by the government to the tune of $7.5 million that has had a successful pilot program at Boston Medical Center. It's called Project RED, an acronym for Re-Engineered Hospital Discharge. And the software produces an individualized after-hospital care plan for each patient. This summary includes information about medications with pictures of the pills, with thorough instructions on when and how to take them. A color-coded calendar tracks follow-up appointments. All of what should happen during a proper hospital discharge is built into this virtual encounter. In this way, much of the education component that is missing during discharge can take place and be tracked. The patient can review the information over and over again without feeling like anyone is getting impatient with them. Louise asks questions. The patient can answer via the computer touchscreen, and Louise even attempts to change her tone of voice to simulate empathy. And the eyebrows, whoa, they move up and down too, almost to the point of creepy. Well, this Louise is now being used in 49 states and 10 countries. In a pilot study of this automated virtual nurse system, 74% of hospital patients said they preferred receiving their discharge instructions from the virtual nurse Louise rather than their human doctors or nurses. What an interesting dichotomy. I can fully understand the advantages to both the patient and the hospital to invite Louise to the party. But if this is a substitute rather than an add-on, or becomes a substitute for follow-up from a real live human being who actually has had experience with that individual patient and his or her unique diagnosis, prognosis, and so on, then I guess it makes me kind of sad. Sad that we are heading in the direction of removing people from the equation. Not only in healthcare, but everywhere. Automated checkouts, tellers. Soon we won't need people. Or is that the point? I'm skeptical, folks. There's always a bigger picture. It's like a bad dog who knows not to enter a certain room and little by little inches his nose, then his paw, then his head into the forbidden room until one day, there he is, sitting on the dining room table. Do we really want a talking animated head with really scary eyebrows and eyes that pretend to open wide with interest and empathy to guide us through perhaps the most crucial time of a hospital stay? Are we really okay without the human voice, the human touch, the glance that says, "I hear you"? Or have we slowly been prepared and desensitized for this as we lovingly caress and gaze at our smartphones, never really communicating with another or understanding their concerns, just mindlessly looking down, engaging our thumbs instead of our hearts? LOL. 74% of the people polled thought this fake head was preferable to an honest conversation with another warm-blooded human soul. I don't know what to think. What do you say? Robots or real people? Call me and share your ideas. 440-725-5462.
We have covered everything in the booklet. All right then, I think that about covers it. Goodbye. We have covered everything in the booklet. All right then, I think that about covers it. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.